Yeah, because you was one of the ones said I was messy. Say you don't mess with me no more.
But not over there.
No, but I'm just trying to figure out. Help me understand messy.
I think that people were coming on this show. I think after the Cat Williams interview.
Yes.
Which was congratulations.
Thank you.
But after that, I think people were coming with a certain agenda.
Who?
Hey, and welcome to Lena Listens. All right, y'all, let's get right into it real quick. I feel a bit delayed with the vids, but that's because I was celebrating my birthday. Balloons in the chat. Anyway, I promised that I would check out the Club Shay Shay episode a few videos ago featuring Joe. And you know what's funny? Back in December, I talked about my predictions of how a Club Shay Shay interview would go once Joe told us about the impulsive interview with Logan Paul that was coming up. Shannon literally touched on everything under the sun. He didn't leave any rocks unturned. Politics, marriage, content creation, the JPP, the empire as a whole, the past, the future, Joe and his Zep journey, other pods, the mess, the tea, you name it. And Joe answered every single question. You know what's funny about Shannon? He pretends to be hella green. And as someone who tunes into the Club Shay Shay when there's a guest that I actually want to see, I've noticed that a little while ago. And of course, I was watching this episode with my Patroni eyes. So when Shannon said this, I just knew Joe was thinking, me, he's full of mess. Watch this.
Like Gary Owens. I didn't know Gary Owens was going to share all that he said. I had no idea. And then people get mad. Man, you made the man seem. How?
Yeah.
Y'all think Shannon knows what he be doing? Do you think people come to his show to get their ish off, get things off their chests, if you will? Let me know. Hella green or not, Shannon found a way to ask all of the heavy-hitting questions. He brought up Rory and Mal, marriage, and Melissa for it. And Shannon knew exactly what he was doing when he asked Joe about his Zep journey and used that to segue right back to Mel and came through with the double-edged sword with bringing up that Joe got in trouble for basically ridiculing Mel for using GLP-1s, allegedly. I just feel like that's necessary to say. I'm not trying to get him up. Joe told Shannon that he wasn't getting on Mel for using GLP-1s, but for hiding it. And if we take a blast in the past, that's kind of true. Did they have hella jokes? Yes, he did. And we gotta remember, Mel told the gang the proper term of what she was using. She didn't really get into the brand of it. Also, when this happened, Ozempic and all of its cousins was extremely taboo. That's back when people was hiding that they were using GLP-1s of any sort for weight loss and hit us with the, well, I'm on a lean way diet, saying any old thing. That's just what a lot of folks was out here saying and doing. This was back when using was under wraps, using, these weight loss medicines or GLP-1s to help with weight loss rather, was kind of under wraps then. It was very hush-hush. Now it's all over the place. It's easy to get. It's plastered all over the doctor's office. You have a headache? Here, get on this inserted brand. I'm joking. But, it's really easy to obtain these days. And back to Shannon acting like he don't know what he and the team are doing. Shannon knew that segue was coming in, talking about, I remember. I bet you do, sir. All in all, this was a great interview. Shannon didn't come to play. He did not come to play. He got everything about Joe while he was here in New York City. I liked how Joe talked highly of the cast. I liked that he didn't shy away from any questions. I liked the future questions that Shannon asked to Joe. I enjoyed the content and business conversations. Joe's a spring chicken. He's not letting the business go just yet. He's still having fun and have plenty ideas in mind. He said he's still spry, same difference. Watching this interview and knowing the majority of what the responses would be is kind of funny, especially when Shannon asked Joe if he treated himself. Anyone who watches the pod was probably like, duh. I know Joe always mentions the hate watchers, but one thing you can't say is that the patronies don't show up and out. They were all up and through the comments before the premiere even started. Talk about a fan base. Ninjas were singing the pod intro. The pod intro. Going to end with this. I actually enjoy watching the cast guest appear on other platforms. I think they all do a great job. And like Ish mentioned before, those other platforms, their pods be so short. The hour mark feels like a warm-up, and that says a lot. I have a separate playlist titled Off of the Couch, and that's where videos like this will live. Whenever the gang goes to another platform, I'll check it out and I'll post it over there in that platform or on that playlist. If you saw Joe in Club Shay Shay, let me know your thoughts, your key takeaways. I have so many. I really do. I have a whole note sheet of different takeaways, but then I'll be recapping every little piece of the interview, and y'all don't want that. Give it a watch. Let me know what you think if you haven't seen it. As always, feel free to drop your key takeaways in the comments. If you're feeling the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that hype button, please, and thank you. And until next time, y'all, bye.